Despite the negative moments that threatened to overshadow parts of the celebration, Gordon Ramsay chose honesty over silence when he later reflected on his daughter's wedding. In a candid social media caption, the famously outspoken chef distilled the day not into controversy or chaos, but into pride, the kind only a father can feel when he watches his child step into a new life. Olympic swimmer Adam Peaty and Holly Ramsay were married just 2 days after Christmas. In what was meant to be a deeply personal yet inevitably high-profile ceremony at the historic Bath Abbey. Set against the winter calm of Somerset, the day quickly became anything but quiet. The guest list alone ensured intense public interest. Members of the Beckham family were present, as was Dragon's Den star Sarah Davies, alongside close friends and relatives of both families. Cameras gathered early, long before the bells rang, sensing that this would be more than just another celebrity wedding. At the heart of the ceremony was a moment steeped in symbolism. Holly Ramsay, radiant and composed, was walked into the venue by her father, Gordon Ramsay. For all his television bravado and sharp-tongued reputation, this was a role he carried with visible emotion, a father escorting his daughter into a future no longer entirely his to protect. Holly's sisters, Tilly and Megan, served as bridesmaids alongside Adam Peaty's sister, Bethany. The image of the three women standing together captured what the day was meant to represent: unity, continuity, and family, even as fractures beneath the surface threatened that very ideal. Holly, 25, and Adam, 31, first met in 2021 through Tilly Ramsay, when both young women were contestants on Strictly Come Dancing. What began as a casual introduction quietly evolved into something deeper. Over time, their relationship grew away from cameras, nurtured by shared values, mutual support, and an understanding of the pressures that come with public life. Now, after 3 years, that private bond had become a public commitment. Yet for all the joy surrounding the couple, the wedding did not unfold without drama. Extraordinary scenes erupted outside the church as Gordon Ramsay found himself at the center of a tense scuffle involving photographers and security staff. As Holly arrived at the venue, a cluster of photographers surged forward, attempting to capture the moment despite clear boundaries having been set. On Adam Peaty's side, a deeply personal family fallout had already cast a shadow over the day. The situation had been building for weeks. The swimmer had reportedly invited only one member of his immediate family, his sister Bethany, a decision that had fueled intense media speculation. Anticipating heightened press interest, organizers had designated a specific area for photographers to work from. However, some individuals disregarded these arrangements. As Gordon and Holly approached the church, several photographers broke formation, running ahead and clashing with bodyguards. What followed was a chaotic confrontation in a narrow alleyway beside the venue. Bodyguards formed a human shield around father and daughter, but tempers flared, voices were raised, and unsavory scenes unfolded within moments. For a brief time, it seemed as though the wedding itself might be derailed. Ultimately, calm prevailed. Gordon and Holly made it safely into the venue, and the ceremony proceeded without further incident. Still, the tension lingered, a reminder that even the most carefully planned celebrations can be vulnerable to forces beyond control. Behind the public chaos lay a quieter, more painful conflict. Adam Peaty's sister Bethany, serving as a bridesmaid, was the only member of his family present on the day. The absence of his parents did not go unnoticed, and revelations following the wedding sparked fresh criticism. It emerged that Adam had invited his father to attend, but only on the condition that he sit at the back of the church. A family source spoke candidly about the emotional toll on Adam's parents, Caroline and Mark. The decision drew sharp backlash. "Frankly, it's disgusting that it went ahead without Adam reaching out to his mom and dad beforehand," the source said. It was an incredibly difficult day for Caroline and Mark, so the family spent the evening together. The pain, the source added, deepened when Caroline saw photographs from the wedding. She became upset immediately. For Adam to then tell Beth that his dad could come but only sit at the back of the church is awful. According to the source, Mark was informed he would be seated behind +1s, people Adam had likely never met or spoken to. For a family already fractured, the message felt unmistakably cold. While Adam has not publicly addressed the criticism in detail, the episode highlighted the complex reality behind the polished images shared online, a reminder that love stories rarely exist without consequence. Amid the controversy, one moment stood out for its simplicity. After the ceremony, Gordon Ramsay shared a message on Instagram, not defensive, not explosive, but quietly proud. In just 5 words, he summed up how he felt as a father watching his daughter become a wife. "Couldn't be a prouder dad." The full caption carried even more warmth. "I'm truly so lucky being able to walk this beautiful bride down the aisle and gaining an incredible son-in-law," Gordon wrote. "I love you so much, Holly Ramsay, and couldn't be a prouder dad, XXX." It was a rare glimpse of vulnerability from a man known for command and control, a father choosing affection over authority, pride over perfection. In the end, Holly and Adam's wedding became more than a celebration of love. It was a reflection of modern family dynamics, public scrutiny, and the uncomfortable truth that joy and pain often arrive together. The day held laughter, vows, tears, tension, and forgiveness, not perfectly balanced, but real. And perhaps that is what made it unforgettable.